Hello, fellow YouTubers. I hope you're all having a great day today. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Gary Paulsen's third installment to his Hatchet series titled The River. Now, The River is the third installment to the Hatchet series, as I had mentioned, and this time, Brian Robertson is teamed up with a government psychologist named Derek Holzer, who will assist him in the wild to learn about how he survived the time in the wild, so that way it can be used for military use. So that's basically the summary of this whole story right there. But quick thing to mention is things take a turn as their camp is struck by lightning, which damages pretty much all their equipment, and it puts Derek Holzer in a coma. Now Brian is on the hunt to get Derek Holzer medical aid immediately in a land that he does not know anything about. The only way he can get him help is to travel down the river to a trading post that he believes is down there, which this river will lead them to in order to save Derek's life. And how does he do it? He's got to build a raft, and from there on, it's all Mother Nature, so he's got to fight it through. After reading this story, I'm going to award it a good 4 out of 5 stars. Let's begin why. As I stated with the plot, Brian Robertson teams up with the government psychologist Derek Holzer to learn about his survival techniques and how the military will be able to use it. Things are all going well until the camp gets struck by lightning and Derek Holzer is in a coma, and it is up to Brian Robertson to save his life. That's a good story right there, and it's a great way to set up a plot for a survival story and an adventure story, because now Brian Robertson, not only is he responsible for taking care of himself, he's got to take care of another person who is on the verge of death if he does not get medical treatment immediately. This adds more suspense to the story, and it really shows Brian Robertson's character as he now makes more of a transformation into an adult, and how not only to survive by himself, but how he's got to survive with himself and with someone else. So that is great to see that now, because in the other stories, Hatchet and Brian's Winter, he was surviving on his own. Now he's got to survive with someone who needs him in order to survive, or he will die. So it is all up to Brian Robertson to save both of them. And he's still a teenager in this story. I believe he was like 15 in this story, and he's with a government psychologist who's much older than him. Yeah, that's not the best intentions right there when you gotta rely on a teenager to save your life when you're a full-grown man or woman or an adult altogether. Doesn't sound like it's gonna be a good scenario to end with. But Brian Robertson, he fights the odds. He does not give up, even when times get the worst. Just like in the other stories, he fights through. You see that even though times may seem like a total shit show to him, he's gonna fight through it and always find a way. He will conquer Mother Nature. To him, Mother Nature is gonna be second best always. He will always be the best above Mother Nature, and he shows it in this story once again. And talking about Brian Robertson right there, as I just stated in the plot, he's growing more into an adult, and he also learns not only just how to take care of himself, but how he's got to take care of someone else. This person has to rely on him in order to survive, or it's all hell for him. He will not survive, and then Brian Robertson, he'll feel at guilt right there because he did not succeed in saving this man's life. Yes, Brian Robertson, the time is now on his hands. He must save this man or it's all over. And you see that within every page, every sentence, he's worried and he knows that he must succeed because he just does not want to be responsible for someone's death right there. Even though he did not want to go on this adventure in the first place, he succumbs to the idea and goes on it anyways. So you can see where the guilt comes in there. He basically made the choice on his own when he could have just simply said, no, I'm not going. Leave me alone. I'm done with this. But yet he still went with it anyways. That's how the guilt can set in and how it really succumbs to his character in this story. And then just one other thing is the adventure and the suspense that happens. Yes, this time he's fighting the river, the rapids that are there, and the water's obviously freezing because it's in the Canadian wilderness. The water ain't warm, it's cold year round, no matter what time of year it is. And he's fighting all this stuff while trying to keep Derek alive because he's in a coma and he cannot fend for himself at all. So it is completely up to Brian. Like I said before, he must be the hero in the end. And does he succeed? Well, you guys just gotta read it yourself to find out, but it's a pretty good story and I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to read it, especially you younger readers out there. This is a great series right there to help you get into the young adult series because it really shows you how to grow and that we need to fend for ourselves, but there's going to be those times where others are going to need us as well. So it's both fighting for yourself and fighting for others as well. This story does just that, and there's plenty more of them out there, but this one is a great start for you because it's an easy read, not very long at all, and you will enjoy it no matter what. Especially you like adventure and fast pacing. This story does just that. It does not disappoint. And Brian Robertson becomes the character that you love more and more as you read about him. He just is not a person you can hate. He always tries his hardest, no matter what the odds. And that's the type of character we all love to see. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. Be sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos. I post them every Friday as my permanent day that I always post, but I also try to post more throughout the week. Once again, guys, thanks for watching this video. And remember, be safe and watch out and take care of yourself, guys.